Jackie pretends to be a waste in front of everyone to hide his true strength. He is being punished by his sister for daring to use her picture to draw porn magazines to sell to everyone. Although very angry, the sister seems to be used to this. After that, SSHE asked Jackie to practice hard to pass the internal exam, but his face started to look full of confidence and everyone laughed, because Jackie's 3 years in the academy was still bad. After 3 years at the academy, Jackie still only had a cultivation level of the first level but still dared to crow. The senior sister prepared a whip to let the boy reduce his habit of lying and lying. Immediately, senior sister swinging the whip made the young man have to dodge. Jackie even said that his martial soul was too strong. If he really hit it, the eldest sister would have to be tortured for sure. This made everyone immediately laugh and want to lose their jaws. Lie even speak loudly.
The Academy's worst student like you, but dare to speak loudly, has awakened the martial soul.
It is a symbol of the strength of the Heavenly Master. The strength or weakness of the martial soul depends on the gift of God. Duke, he achieved the body of the 2nd level. Once again, he wants to show himself in front of girls, to teach him a lesson for lying. But Jackie's face was full of defiance. He angrily released his martial soul, rushed to attack him. Duke appeared in front of Jackie like lightning. The ferocious aura was suddenly blown away, only to hear Duke's cries of pain, and he lay on the floor. People didn't even understand what happened. Why trashmen like Jackie became so strong? His martial soul appeared behind him, with the terror of an ancient demon dragon. Then he was stopped by his senior sister, so he stopped and was very happy. When he was encouraged by his sister to practice more, his fellow disciples around him were suspicious. Before the match they just witnessed, and he just stepped forward. Smug positivity. Outside, a handsome man has just walked in, being admired by beauties. His handsomeness and genius are unmatched. He is Henry the 6th body level. Although he is the strongest outpatient academy, but everyone is bored because he has his sibling who is the worst. You'll get 1 point. The 2 brothers get along very well. When meet Duke, Jackie has a chance to exaggerate, boasting that he has just won the competition. Even the beautiful sister has to obey, and even ask to hug and kiss him. But because he misses Lucia, the 2 of them have been a couple since childhood, so he had to resist the elder sister, so he dragged Henry to Lucia's small hall to show off his achievements. Just entered the door, the 2 were stopped by a beauty. No, it was a lady. The terrible middle-aged woman asked the reason why the 2 of them came here with a face like a robber. The lady is just making it difficult for the 2 brothers. But because of love, Jackie bravely asked to meet Lucia. She mocked, reporting a shocking news that Lucia was going to take the entrance exam soon. Because she didn't want to see him, didn't accept the truth, Jackie asked to break the door to ask for clarification. Then Lucia came out. She was so beautiful, with a magnificent temperament. Her cultivation has reached the 3rd level. She clearly explained to Jackie that she wanted to go to the inpatient academy, so she could not see each other from now on. He was very disappointed. Jackie just looked at Lucia, as if he wanted to save a little bit of her last image and then turned to leave. Suffering because of love. Jackie had just returned to the academy to concentrate on cultivation. Because he had awakened the martial soul, he quickly practiced one of the 9 chapters of the ancient Dragon resolution. The first chapter is the Tham Thean Kin, but with the current strength that can only be temporarily trained. Suddenly, the spiritual energy of the entire martial arts school flew past Henry and concentrated in one direction where Jackie was running. So much soul energy around him was completely absorbed. This cultivation took a new step forward. Because in order to be a single attributed heavenly master like the fire system, he could only receive the fire-type spiritual energy in heaven and earth. He can absorb all auras of all attributes, so when he found out that he belonged to this extremely rare all-attribute type celestial guru, he couldn't help but be overbearing and happy and hugged his younger brother, confidently boasting that he would soon master the world, making Henry think his brother is crazy. The surrounding area has now lost aura. Jackie dragged his brother to the mountain to practice again, where aura is extremely abundant. Especially fire-type aura is continuously absorbed into Jackie's body. Just a moment later, Jackie's cultivation place burned fiercely, and Henry was extremely worried, thinking he was about to become a barbecue. Then he got up in the ashes with a strong body. This time has reached the stage of body training. He entered the first stage of the third level of the body. It took almost 3 months for our genius Marshal Henry to practice, but Jackie reached it after just one night. Because his cultivation was too fast, so it took a lot of strength. Jackie was extremely hungry at this time. So Henry didn't think much and immediately jumped in the forest, hunted for the big brother, a spiritual beast, as a dinner. Not letting Jackie wait long, Henry brought back a mountain buffalo, a monster with the same strength as the first level body, bigger than a human, like a hungry tiger that doesn't even wait for the meat to cook. This young man cut the thigh and took a big bite. Indeed, Henry has never seen the big brothers eating power like this. In just a moment, he ate it all, no matter what. Yes, there is only piece of bone left, even though he has eaten a huge amount of meat. This young man still seems to be hungry. His body involuntarily trembled. The mysterious power from Jackie's body continued to spread out into a large area, thus sucking up the aura of plants and living creatures around. Luckily, Henry hid in front of Jackie's uncontrolled emanating martial soul. After that earthquake, Jackie felt his spiritual energy was abundant. His hunger was also gone. In just 2 days, he ascended to 2 great realms. He wanted to try out a new strength, pointing out that a move Fuho Quine blew a hole in the big tree, and the trees in front seemed to have completely disappeared. This is an amazing power. Under Dantian, the fire attribute is also activated. When it was dark, the two were looking for a temporary shelter to practice in the morning tomorrow. Suddenly, Jackie heard a song singing by the lake in the forest. He curiously peeked. The scene in front of him made him freeze, nose bleeds, eyes widen, and face flushes red. A great beauty with a beautiful face was bathing in the nude while humming a song in the moonlight. Because before that, he went to spy on the sister many times, took materials for drawing depraved magazines, so this young man just stared at her. And Marshal Henry, seeing this scene for the first time, was so surprised that he almost shouted, making his brother unable to stop. Seeing movement, the beauty quickly dressed and went to find someone who dared to do something wrong. The 2 young people had to hide quickly, just as she were about to reach the place where the 2 of them were hiding. When she heard the roar of a spirit beast not far away, she rushed over and ignored the 2 eager people. Henry was about to pull Jackie back, but because was curious and didn't listen to the younger brother but ran after the beautiful woman. Indeed, this great crazy bear is very fierce. The strength of the 8th level is extremely terrible. But this beauty is Evelyn. She has trained to the top of the body, so fighting monsters is like dancing in the woods. 2 young men ran up. The beast was lying still. Then the 2 were discovered and called out by Evelyn, as if there had never been a peak. Jackie pretended to be bewildered and came out to greet the beautiful woman. Surprised when Evelyn scolded Jackie 3 years ago, dared to speak ill of her as a fox demon. A woman's memory can't be underestimated. Until she left, Henry says Evelyn is really a suitable partner for Jackie. Taking her as his wife will make father very proud. Jackie again pretended that she was just a spare tire because so many people liked him. After half a month, when the 2 cultivators returned, their ragged shoes and clothes looked quite miserable. But there was no time to rest, so they immediately ran to the outpatient academy lobby, because today was the day of the inpatient academy admission competition. The square at this time was also prepared to welcome the students to the competition. As soon as they entered the lobby, the 2 brothers confidently walked in and met a lot of people inside. There are fellow students they are also very surprised by the vitality that comes out after only half a month. Just met his senior sister. Jackie bragged that he had trained to the 5th level body. The senior sister got angry and left because she think his brother was bragging. The past 3 years had not reached the 1st level. Not you, only Henry was there a real genius. Only Henry there didn't know what to say, because it took 3 months for ordinary people to practice the 2nd level body. And Jackie trained from level 1-5 in about 2 months. The rules of the exam were given by a martial artist standing in the air. It was a majestic, great man. His sharp eyes glanced at the small martial artists below. This year's exam lasted 3 days. By each team of 3, collect summoned beasts or spiritual herbs in Great Mountain Moden. The results will be counted in the amount of materials collected by each team. Jackie's bragging disease seemed to be getting worse. When he says that the two brothers just need to combine with the senior sister, the whole academy is just a mosquitoes, making the senior sister angry and speechless and then rushing away. This young man only knows how to put his face down. What a harmful effect of showing off too much. Bad things keep falling down. Henry and Jackie now. See the Jackie's ex-girlfriend Lucia. She is teaming up with a young master dressed in aristocratic clothes. Because of the waste reputation, 3 years can't achieve first level. The young master also knew that. He immediately brought Jackie out to provoke. The two brothers just scornfully walked into the forest without saying anything. As soon as they entered, a giant great earth crazy bear rushed out. This monster must also reach the 8th body. Not waiting for a move. With just one hit, Jackie defeated the summoned beast lying on its back. Now Henry just needs to collect the spoils. It's too amazing. Unfortunately, no one witnessed because everyone was busy hunting. Running round 1. A giant purple-black vortex just appeared inside Great Mutane. This vortex emits lightning and terrible noises that can be a sign of heaven and earth. Maybe a miracle here is about to happen. Immediately, there are 2 martial artists flying over to explain that this is just a very dangerous driving circuit. But it is not certain that there is a miracle, so people are bored, and partly because they are afraid to leave. Our male lead still stayed strong, wanted to try this kind of spiritual energy. But as soon as he ran, he attracted a large electric current that hit him directly, making his body glow, making him unable to react and scream up. While Henry was frightened, ran to where Jackie was lying face down on the ground. The 2 martial artists also flew to check. Fortunately, this guy almost died by the extravagant youth, but his body was damaged, seriously injured, had to ask Mr. Sword for treatment. He carried Jackie on his back and flew away. When he woke up, he was absent-minded and didn't remember anything. Who am I? Where is this? When he remembered everything, he immediately checked his true chi again. 2 types of red and purple aura emanated from his body, and under the dantian appeared more thunder and chi, making him happy as if he were invincible. Suddenly remembered the contest, wondering how his brother is now, just opened the door to leave. But met a young woman in the yard who was painting on a stone pedestal, but not a regular painting. This person also mobilized her soul power to create a countermeasure, and it looked like he was a battle master, but it had to be said that the battle master was also Theandaro master. But he had an advantage over the heavenly master simply because he could set up a support formation. When he got close, Jackie realized that it was Evelyn, didn't expect her to be a battle master. Just at that moment, Sword Saint and also Lucia's father recorded that this young man was a bit arrogant, but also a little brave. The Sword Saint wanted to accept him as a disciple. Without waiting for the end of the sentence, Jackie knelt down. Jackie's disciple bows to the master. The master say to Jackie, young people have the opportunity, but being a disciple of the Sword Saint is not trivial. Within 5 years, you must be famous in Dongdu town. To mention that Shuxia City is only a small city under Thean Nam district, one of 108 districts of Dongdu only. Extremely surprised with this impossible task, but this young man still confidently agreed because he had 5 years of training. So he officially became a disciple of the Holy Sword, even closer to Evelyn. Gained momentum, the young man teased the beauty. Angered by Jackie, Evelyn quickly closed the door and released the dog. Thank you for watching this far. Remember to leave a like and a subscription.